This is BBoongBBoong. He's praying for a bit.
No doubt he's praying for a miracle as he gets ready to play against Life. I like the song, or at least the start of it. It's a GTA song, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Really got to hand it to this guy. It does look like he, you know, if you're going to have this attitude coming in where you're actually like just really nervous and really trying to prepare yourself and calm yourself down, that probably means that he's coming into this one like very well practiced and he's going to try his hardest. I don't know if it's going to work. You know, ZVZ is a very volatile matchup, of course. Maybe he'll go for some kind of early game, you know, maybe 9-pool bailing or something like that.
Maybe.
If Life plays, you know, pretty greedily, he can definitely be caught off guard.
I think Life definitely has to come into this pretty careful because it is BBoongBBoong and he's most likely to cheese or something like that. It's probably the one chance he has against someone like Life. Life obviously had a lot of exposure in recent times, but only in his DVT. You know, losing to Dream 3-4 last week and then beating Innovation 3-2 the next day.
Oh, yeah, man.
He's been through a lot of stress and a lot of ZVT. Clearly not be focusing on any other matchup. But, you know, he's had a bit of a break since then, and it is ZVZ. It doesn't change much. It stays the same. It's just about roaches and decision-making.
Yeah, exactly right, Moonblade. And I'm really excited to see how his ZVZ is here. Are we going to get a look at the predictions here? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I think everyone should be going for Life, and if they're not, then something's clearly wrong.
Maybe they didn't get much sleep last night, or they're going for the secret vote there. But, guys, let's jump into game number 2 here. It's BBoongBBoong versus Life. Down here in the bottom left, in the red, the Zerg player from Prime. It is BBoongBBoong.
And the player in the top right for KT Rolster, it is the best player in the world. It is Life. And isn't it funny that Prime gets like one dude yelling for them, and then like KT gets all girls yelling for them.
There's one like fanatic Prime fan in the audience that will cheer no matter if they go down 0-3. He'll cheer every single time as loud as he possibly can.
It's probably like Young Chick or something, man. It's just him in the crowd screaming.
Someone like sneaks into the back and just screams out Prime, like one of the Prime players.
It must be. Okay, well, looking at how these guys have done in recent times, obviously everyone knows about Life. Where has BBoongBBoong been? Well, BBoongBBoong tried to qualify for GSL, but he lost to Liquid Hero twice. He's been playing a lot of online tournaments and losing all of them. I didn't really get into like the nitty-gritty of online tournaments because you know they're not the same, but he lost them all pretty early on regardless. And yeah, the only other thing I kind of put down for BBoongBBoong was he gave Slump Flash one of his only wins last round, so not much going for BBoongBBoong. We haven't seen him much in ZVZ, and obviously didn't play in ZVZ in the GSL qualifiers, so I think maybe it is pretty good. Maybe he does have a chance here. It's always comes down to kind of the build orders in this early time anyway.
Well, I like the setup, BBoongBBoong. If you're not going to go for a cheese here, when you are like the severely underrated, you know, outmatched player, I think you either got to go for, you know, some kind of cheese, some kind of early play, or you go for this because it's going to be very unexpected from Life. Life is like, okay, this is BBoongBBoong. I have to put down a pool first just because the chances of him going for something early are so high that I just have to play safe. And BBoongBBoong was like, okay, maybe I can get ahead. Maybe I'll put down my hatch first and go from there. Yeah, Yeah.
Well, not really far at all, just a little bit behind.
Life actually makes no lanes. He just makes only drones. Okay, there we go. He's making 2. But he did make 2 drones first, as well as the Queen. I guess at this point he's like, oh, well, if he was going for a cheese, I would have seen it already.
Yeah, well, I think he's
really
Overlord.
Need the early lanes.
Yeah, he's Overlord saw the natural. He's like, okay, so you just went hatch first, so I can drone up a little bit. And the 2 lings are obviously, you know, just to scout the gas timing if there is going to be any gas. Very important in this matchup to know exactly when that speedlings are coming, or if they're not coming at all.
Yeah. Both players not going for their gases for a while, but then Life does pick up his first one. Here it is about to finish. And he'll start mining from that one in just a bit. BoongBoong ahead by 2 drones. He's actually making 1 extra and 2 extra there. So his life. So he's going to stay ahead. Looks like 2 drones for a while, or maybe just 1 drone. Here are the 2 lings coming forward. And they're going to get that scout down. They see the gas, the natural.
Yep, a very important scout there. You must know if there's going to be a sneaky gas coming up. And that is an attempt at a sneaky gas from BoongBoong. Unfortunately, he did get scouted, so he will still be going for his ling speed, no doubt. Might be a little bit late, though, but it's important to know it's on the way. Lifel has his a lot earlier.
Ooh.
Life just trying. He's keeping his stuff alive for as long as he can. You're never really going to save those lings if they're in the main when the queens come out.
He's coming around for another pass.
Yeah. Seeing what he can.
Yeah. So, 100 gas has been mined by Life, but still no Zerling speed. And that was highlighted by our observer, of course.
Yeah. It seems like he might just want to go for Lair eventually, drone up as hard as he can, go into that more of a Roach game as expected. And there's that Lair. We should see the Roach Warren and an Evo Chamber come up very shortly after.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to set up a wall here, possibly at the natural. These 2 queens going on a assassination mission of some overlords.
Uh-oh, they're going to get it too. That's a guaranteed kill on Life's overlord. And he needs that alive. Ooh. He needs to know if anything's going to be coming out of that base.
Look at this. At the same time, a ling gets through. The wall not done yet. He is going to see the Lair timing here of Life. That's a bit unfortunate. BoongBoong back at his own base. He is getting that Lair, of course. No Zergling speed. And he did put down a spine crawler as well. Yeah,
he was going to safety first. He did scout that gas from Life, so he's a little bit worried of any kind of aggression that might be coming his way, though in the end, it was all for nothing. Mm-hmm. So we are going to go into that Roach game after all, Valdez.
Yeah, I know you love this Moonblade.
I love it. It's the best kind of game, in my opinion, in ZVZ. Life going to be going for that 3rd base just a little bit later than BoongBoong's. Doesn't really make much of a difference.
Just very slightly later, but at the same time, he gets his +1 a lot faster, as well as the Roach speed. So, feeling like Life is a little bit ahead here.
Well, let's see if he kind of like takes advantage of that as well. If he's going to plan on contaminating his opponent's Evolution Chamber to give him even more of an edge, something we do see a lot of players do, even chain contaminate that Evolution Chamber. As we already see an Overseer move across the map from Life, he might be getting in place to do so when he gets to that 125 energy.
Yeah, he's moving actually straight towards that Evolution Chamber, like you were saying. And not enough energy just yet, but he's going to hang around. Roach is being made by both players, but then a round of drones here for BoongBoong, thinking that he wants to saturate that 3rd base right now. May see the same out of Life here in a bit.
So far, nothing but Roaches for Life. He might be attempting some harassment here. Really going to put on the pressure with that Roach speed.
Yeah, he's got the Roach speed and the +1 actually lining up perfectly here together.
One thing to note, Roach speed is very late for BoongBoong. He essentially forgot it, which is kind of a bad move. And
he may have made a little bit too many drones here, especially if Life moves out at this timing.
Life's planning to kill him right here. He's invested so much in drones. Obviously,
he made another round of drones.
Yeah, he's actually in a horrible place right now.
Look at the Roaches right now. It's 21-8. That's not enough Roaches, BoongBoong. I'm sorry.
There's a couple of queens. They have 4 transfuses amongst them all, but it's not going to be enough. Life can just kill him at this point. This is going to be a very hard fight for BoongBoong.
Yeah, a lot of transfuses coming down here, but more Roaches are streaming across the map. He just does not have enough. He's going to be pumping them out as fast as possible. He's also got that spine crawler in the back, but it's just not looking like enough, man.
It's not looking like enough at this point. The spine crawler is going to go down. No transfuses left, and I think we might see BoongBoong just die from his greed.
Yeah. Maybe BoongBoong just getting too far ahead of himself. He's like, okay, this is going to go for a long game. I want to try to get ahead, but Life was planning something a little bit differently here. Even the contamination coming down there on the hatch. Life really wants to end this game right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what happens when you have an Overseer scout. You see everything, as we see GG. Just a really greedy play from BoongBoong, and Life is going for a very heavy +1 Roach speed attack.
Yeah, very, very straightforward game. Just a player getting punished for his greed. Life doing what he does. He's going to take another win here in Pro League, and another win for KT as we go 2-0 now against Prime.
Everyone's just kind of like, WTF, good job.
They're like, do you even deserve a high five? I'm not sure. Well, your life, I want to touch you anyway, so here you go.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but good job.
And BoongBoong is taking it so hard. I'm sure he knows exactly what he did wrong.
He's like, why did I drone and make 2 extra extractors on my 3rd base? Man, I wasn't scouting at all, and I guess that means I lose.
Yeah. got a feel for him. He's been trying for a very long time, but it just does not seem to find that success that he's looking for. And of course, playing against two of arguably the best players here in Pro League Clash and Life in a row, it's kind of hard on this guy. Sure,
it's very hard for Prime, man. They're down to their third match. Lucky for them, it is Yoda, but unfortunately for Yoda, it's against Stats. Stats, definitely doing the best out of most Protosses here in Korea.
Yeah, it's like him and Hero at this point. The two buddies on different teams just trying to make it work for the Protosses in Korea. And this guy is actually on a 5-game winning streak as well, kind of like Yonghwa. So